Road Wars follows an elite unit from the Thames Valley Police.
We're issuing prizes for the worst driver in Aylesbury, and you've just won one.
Tackling tough crime across the area, the 20-strong team face a daily diet of drugs, burglaries and pursuits. Using high-performance unmarked cars equipped with the latest technology, the two-man crews of the proactive team are the front line against criminals. Anything can happen policing the streets, and in Road Wars, the unexpected is always just around the corner. It's after 8, Thursday evening in Reading. Rosie Vosser and Darren Staley are out on patrol. On board their car, the pair have a state-of-the-art computer that reads and checks car number plates. Known as ANPR, the system instantly alerts the team of any dodgy motors. It doesn't like the high-powered Audi up ahead.
What sort of motor is it? Can't see, can we?
Can't see.
I reckon it's going to be...
It's going to be plates.
3 or 4 up ahead, yeah.
Tango Victor 37PT.
Daz calls in the car's details to check what the problem is.
Code 2 vehicle check, please, on Lima Papa.
I hope it doesn't make off. That'd be a good pursuit with that, wouldn't it? It's like a 5 litre or something, isn't it, that?
Increasingly, the police have to deal with a growing number of stolen number plates. Every year, over 30,000 are pinched from cars and used by criminals to disguise stolen motors. The driver's got a few questions to answer, as his number plate matches one stolen 3 days earlier.
Yes, we'll copy, thank you. Number plate's taken on the 8th.
Right, well, that's not an Audi A3, that's an Audi A6, isn't it? So that might not be what it's meant to be.
Give it a go.
With the plates not matching the car, something's definitely not right, so the pair decide to give it a tug.
Told you.
That's going to go.
The driver boots it away, and whatever Audi he's in, it's certainly got some oomph.
We've got a vehicle making off Appleford Road. We're onto Burfield Road, back towards the Bath Road. Index is Lima Papa.
Audi A8.
It's a silver Audi A8. I believe it will come back to an Audi A3. Advanced driver, pursuit management's trained, traffic is medium, weather conditions are fine, road surface is dry.
It's Audi A8, there it is, roundabout.
Yes, it's the Bath Road towards Reading. The vehicle's excess of 100 miles per hour.
Other units start arriving as the high-powered car blasts its way towards the town centre.
Still Bath Road towards Reading. Approaching the roundabout.
Straight up there, isn't it?
Straight on, straight on.
Where'd it go? There it is, still A4. Still A4, I think.
Still A4 towards Reading.
It's got big brake lights, hasn't it?
The Bandit motor may have a bigger engine, but Rosie and Daz are closing in, and the driver knows it.
The vehicle's some 60 yards ahead of us at this
There
time.
it is, that's it in there, isn't it? Is that it?
It's a decamp, Brunswick Street. It's a decamp, Brunswick Street. No trace of the driver at this time. The vehicle was too far ahead of us. We've just seen it stop Brunswick Street. No idea where it's gone. No idea, couldn't see who was driving. Yeah, 3-7 at this time, no idea how many occupants within the vehicle. Can we try and get a containment on, please? If you can get it up on mapping and get X-ray Delta, X-ray Alpha.
As Daz calls in the chopper, Rosie checks out the car.
Somewhere along the line, he's lost the front near side tyre, it's deflated, and as we've come round the corner, it's just rolled into a stop into these bushes here, and unfortunately the driver's made off.
With the police helicopter on site, things are looking promising.
We just had a call from a member of public. When the helicopter was flying over with its searchlight, they've said there was a male stood in their porchway, and when the headlights have come over, he's run off back onto the Bath Road. So we've got units now doing a search for this male, and she's been able to give a description of him as well, which gives us a little bit of a better chance of being able to do some stop checks on people in the local area and trying to find out who the driver was of this vehicle.
As the chopper crew search for the driver, Rosie's attention turns to their next problem, moving the 50 grand Audi.
It's a mess.
What makes them think that this is our man that we're looking for?
Straight back, yeah?
He was sat in the pub, he's been in about 10-15 minutes. And also there's some staff there saying he was tasted the joint.
You're on the rims now.
Baseball cap down under his eyes.
The tyres come off. Rosie's getting driving lessons. Oh.
Unfortunately, despite a massive manhunt, the driver wasn't caught that night. It turned out the Audi was running on cloned plates and was stolen just 4 days earlier by a suspected gang of burglars from the south. Mopeds have always been a firm favourite for young lads keen to get some wheels.
Yep, Roger. We've just picked up a moped. It is the one earlier on that you reported. It's Blackbird Lee's. Just give you location.
He may have a helmet, but the biker is completely lacking in any road sense.
X-Ray Alpha 97.
X-Ray Alpha 97, so go further.
97, your moped is currently on Gilder Road, just by the stadium, and it's turned left down towards Grenoble Road, just approaching the roundabout now, and he's taken the first, so it's Grenoble Road, over.
The Chiltern chopper has been called into the Blackbird Lee's estate in Oxford after cops realised this lad was wanted in connection with a robbery.
He's on the wrong side of the carriageway, however no other vehicles on the road at this time. Still Grenoble Road, towards the roundabout with Fries Hill. You now have a marked vehicle behind the moped, blue lights illuminated, and he's passing Nightingale Avenue to the near side. He's failing to stop for the marked vehicle, still Grenoble Road, approaching the roundabout.
There's no way the 50cc moped is going to outrun the police car, but the lad still fancies his chances.
Vehicle's onto the roundabout, going across the grass, failed to stop for the marked vehicle, and he's taken the second exit, so he's still Grenoble Road.
Local unit is still to connect the call side of us.
Hammering it down the road at full throttle, the inexperienced rider takes the corner too fast.
97, can I come in?
97, come in, over.
Yeah, he's dropped the bike, he's now on foot, and he's running down Littlebury Road, officers in pursuit. And it's left to the rear of a large building. The offender is on the ground, officer with him. He's just waiting to detain him now.
He takes off, but he's clearly not as fit as the constable. Cuffed and nicked, the lad was later given 8 months for this and several other offences. The only offence this bloke's guilty of is being criminally stupid. Looking like a cow, he shows off his moves to his mates, but overmilks it and ends up on his head. Stunts like this may look funny, but they can have serious consequences. It's lunchtime in Milton Keynes, and Chris Piggott and Simon Hills are out to try and disrupt illegal drugs activity.
Used by a male, deals heroin and crack.
Soon they spot a dodgy Honda they suspect is used in the drugs trade.
Right, should we go and just have a word with him in the car? Oh, so here, and if we've got enough for a search, we'll search.
Yeah, I would say that, because it's residential parking. We can go and find out what they're up to, can't we?
What was it?
It's a Honda. It's that silver one there with the light on. See it just here?
Hello. How you doing?
All right.
Yeah, not bad. What are you up to?
Yeah, just back in.
Do you live here, do you? Oh, right, okay. Which one do you live in?
116.
While Chris deals with the driver, Simon keeps an eye on the female in the front and a rather fidgety lad in the back.
Have you got your licence or anything with you? Got the ID?
No, with me, I've got ID.
Have you?
The driver reckons he hasn't got his licence on him, but Chris finds something.
You have got a full licence?
No, it's the finger.
Yeah, it's a fake one, isn't it?
No, it's the finger which you don't use it.
No.
Yeah, I don't use it.
You can't have that, my old friend, can you? I'm going to have to take that off you.
Is it?
He's got a forged driving licence.
No, it's a dummy one, isn't it?
It is a dummy one, that's what I'm saying.
Come on.
But you're not allowed to keep it, are you?
Yeah?
You're not allowed to keep it.
With no sign of any drugs on the driver and just a dodgy licence, the female passenger's given a search.
OK, my friend, while that's going on, if you just want to step out here for me, I'll just give you a quick search. Just put your stuff, put them on the back seat, mate. Just put them on the back seat. Just take your baseball cap off for us, please. Just turn around, face the car. Put your hands on your head. This moment in time, my friend, you're under arrest.
For what?
For that. Suspicion of possession of Class A. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you fail to mention when questioned.
Oh.
Something which you later rely on in court.
Right,
Anything
okay.
you do say may be given in evidence. Do you understand? Yeah. I saw you put it down there, and I've just been biding my time. Just watched him stick that down the back of the seat. Nice.
With the drugs bagged, the passenger suddenly decides to get a bit chopsy.
Stop doing that, man.
No, he's not going to stop doing that.
Yeah, man. I'm not, man. Listen, man.
Listen, mate, the one thing I will advise you is don't start playing me up. Don't start playing me up.
Listen, I don't want to get film, all right?
I really don't care.
So why you
You've been arrested on suspicion of a criminal offence, my friend.
So why you...
Mind your head as you get in there. Take a seat. I don't know if it was easy to see on the camera, but as soon as we stopped that, or came up behind that vehicle, certainly the front seat passenger and the rear seat passenger were really nervous. I was keeping an eye on him, and I saw him remove something from his pocket and tuck it down the back of the seat. Straight away I thought he'd secreted drugs down there. Sure enough, take it nice and easy, get him out of the car, get him cuffed. As soon as I'd done that, I've recovered from the back a white lump, which I suspect is probably going to be crack cocaine. So we're going to take him back now and see what he's got to say for himself. But that's a good hit.
The drugs did turn out to be crack cocaine. Later pleaded guilty to possession at court. Even though was a convicted drug dealer, no charges were ever brought against him. The owners of this speeding car think it's still parked up outside their house, but it's been nicked and is now flooring it away from police.
Right, so still at A41, passing the Vista Village to offside.
The motor was spotted in Aylesbury, and a massive operation involving 2 choppers, 6 cop cars and 2 police bikes have been called in to stop it.
Bridging the main RA, A41, Tesco's roundabout, wait 1 for direction. Not one. Taking the entrance into the garage forecourt.
The driver swings into a petrol station, but he's not taking on fuel, he's dropping off a passenger. Incredibly, the bloke rolls out of the car as his mate speeds out of the garage.
Reach back onto the roundabout, onto the RA.
With the car 1 person lighter, the driver fancies his chances.
Stand by for the A41 towards junction 9. A41 towards junction 9.
But heading back down the dual carriageway, the driver hasn't counted on the fact there's major roadworks up ahead.
He could come off at this, if he knows the roadworks, he could come off here.
Unbothered by the 40-mile-an-hour limit, the driver speeds close to a ton. As he hits the contraflow, only cones separate the two lines of traffic. If the lad carries on clocking this speed, there could be a potentially fatal accident. Facing a deadly outcome, the police place this ground unit up ahead to try and block in the Honda when it eventually slows for traffic. What the officers hadn't counted on was that the driver had no intention of sticking to his lane and drives straight down the middle, smashing cones everywhere. From the air support unit, you can see the cones flying off the car as if they're matchsticks. From the ground, the devastation is total.
Traffic Charlie. Yeah, you need to contact A44 Highways, references pursuit on the A34. There's debris all over the carriageway. He's taken out a hell of a load of cones pursuit. Out the way.
25 miles down and the hoodlum hits the outskirts of Oxford and decides to shake off the cops by heading for a Holiday Inn. He legs it into the hotel as the cops pull up into the car park.
Got the exit.
With the area sealed off by air and ground, the 154-bed hotel is searched room by room. After leading police on a massive pursuit which destroyed roadworks and hit speeds of over 100 miles an hour, the lad was eventually found cowering in a cupboard of the conference room. For all this, he was banged up for 18 months. Back in Milton Keynes, Simon's been paired with Mark Thornley. An important part of the proactive team's job is to target uninsured drivers. Their onboard ANPR camera can instantly alert them to cars with no insurance, and it's spotted one in front.
Tango Victor 3-1, see X-ray. Could I have a code 2 vehicle check, please, when you're ready? Yeah, 3-1, it's... should be a white Vauxhall Senator. Shoulder number 1772 on the A5, over.
A quick check by Mark reveals there's no insurance on record, so the boys decide to pull it.
Hello there.
Hi, man. How you doing?
How you doing? All right, just step round the back of the car. Is it your car?
Yes.
What's your name?
Steve.
Stephen. Stephen.
Yeah.
How long have you had the car?
A year now.
Yeah. You got your driving licence on you?
Not on me, no.
No. Do you have insurance for the car?
Yeah, there is insurance.
Have you got insurance with you? Say again?
I might have my licence with me.
Have you got your insurance with you?
Not on me, no.
Who are you insured with?
Tesco's.
When did you take the insurance out?
3 or 4 months back now.
Okay.
It's my passport.
Let's borrow that for a minute, please.
Yeah.
It's going to stand back around the car again. We've followed you and it's come up that your vehicle's not actually got shown as insured on the insurance database.
The lad reckons he's got insurance with Tesco's, so Simon gives him a call.
There's no cover. Lovely, thanks very much for your time then. Cheers then, bye-bye. You're not insured with Tesco's, mate. I've got a list of every number for every insurance company and a database that tells me whether you're insured or not, so you can...
I had this problem last time. I called over a couple of weeks ago and I produced it.
Have you got the insurance policy at home?
So if we go back to your home address, you'll be able to produce it to us there, will you?
Okay.
Yeah? We'll do that then.
We'll do that then.
Yeah?
Yeah? Or, do you want to tell us the truth now, if you haven't got insurance?
No, I can't even get the insurance document.
Okay.
All right.
We'll follow you, okay?
I'm being funny, you know.
No. What's that? You're not being...
funny, you know, I'm not telling you the truth. I've got a valid document.
That's fine. If you hop in your car then, and we'll follow you back to your home address then, yeah? And we'll come and have a look at your policy at your house, yeah? Okay.
If I worked in a betting shop, I would say to you, we're not taking odds on him having insurance.
No. Because he lives local, it gives him the benefit of the doubt, doesn't it? If we go back there, have a look. But he's a very strange bloke.
Yes.
Does he come back on P&C? Or
no, he's no trace P&C, full DL. However, I spoke to the woman at Tesco's and she said I can confirm that there is no insurance for that car. So if he is going to produce a certificate, it's a forged one.
Yeah, be interesting.
Yes.
Back at his house, the bloke goes to get his documents, but Simon's still unconvinced.
He seems a bit nervous. He's come back here to show us this policy that he's got. Once he shows it to us, we'll ring the company back and get it to sort of confirm it with them. It may well be a case that he used to have a policy and he's cancelled it, or something similar. So we'll see what we get. I suspect he's got no insurance. Simple as that.
Simon doesn't have to wait long till the lad comes out with some papers.
Is it worth running that back through Tesco?
Yes,
Let's
mate,
get
I
the policy.
will.
Let's get the policy just checked. That's all right.
Yep.
We'll just double check with Tesco's and then no problem.
Armed with his policy, Simon gives Tesco's another tinkle.
Hello there, Simon Hills from Thames Valley Police here.
Increasingly, unscrupulous motorists are buying insurance, then cancelling it after a month and keeping the relevant documentation. It means when officers ask for proof, the driver can often show what appears to be completely valid insurance.
I knew the system wasn't wrong.
What have you done? Cancelled your direct debit or not paid your premium, or what have you done?
No, they had a problem with it in the first state where the money didn't go out, but I sorted it with them and set up a payment plan.
Right, no, they've said that your insurance has been cancelled.
Yeah. Right, I think what we're going to have to do then is issue a ticket for no insurance.
Right.
What we'll also do is issue a notice of seizure of your vehicle under Section 165 of the Road Traffic Act, which enables us, because you're driving your vehicle without insurance, we'll seize that and then you have to pay an amount of money back to get the vehicle back.
There you go. When he first produced that certificate to me, I thought maybe we have got it wrong then, but it's the usual scenario. He's cancelled the certificate, or he's cancelled the policy of insurance because he hasn't paid for it. He's still got the certificate in the hope that every time he produces it, people are going to go, oh yeah, he has got a certificate, you know, the system's wrong, and clearly the system isn't wrong, so another one bites the dust.
The bloke never did claim his car back after it was seized, and it was crushed 2 weeks later. For having no insurance, he was fined 200 quid and given 6 points on his licence. OAPs with years of driving experience are usually seen as some of the safest motorists on the roads. But when this elderly driver in Florida decided to take a trip down the wrong side of the motorway, he was an accident just waiting to happen. In fact, the driver had Alzheimer's and had no idea what he was doing. One patrol coming the correct way down the motorway tries to block the driver, who just merrily drives round without a care. With no way of overtaking the driver, it's now just a waiting game to see if he'll stop before it's too late. But time wasn't on the cop's side as the elderly driver slams into an oncoming Jeep. Both drivers survived the crash, but incredibly, the old bloke had no recollection of what he'd done and was taken off for treatment. In Texas, this state trooper is about to be placed in hospital by a pensioner. While doing a routine drug search at the side of the road, an elderly man falls asleep at the wheel and ploughs straight into the side of the police car. Luckily, the trooper survives, and seconds later, the old man climbs out of his car to see the devastation caused by his snoozing smash. Dangerous driving affects every age group. In Aylesbury, Charlie Etheridge and Chris Ruff have spotted a speedy young lad driving erratically.
Stand by, stand by. Stay in there in front. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we're issuing prizes for the worst driver in Aylesbury, and you've just won one. Just pull over on the near side there, you idiot.
Staggeringly, the young lad's on his way back from a funeral in which several of his mates died in a car crash.
These friends of yours? Yeah. Yeah? Why are you so determined to get them hurt? Because you drive like that, then they're going to get hurt, aren't they?
I wasn't driving...
Yeah, you were driving like an absolute plonker.
Alright, sorry.
Yeah? Well, don't be sorry to me. You want to apologise to them. It's their lives you're putting in...
I know, I lost 3 of my mates the other day.
Oh, did you?
Well,
it didn't teach you much of a lesson, did it?
It did, because I lost 6 mates and I've lost 40
No,
mates.
but it didn't teach you much of a lesson, because you're still driving in the same way, aren't you?
Alright, sorry.
Well, don't be... Honestly, I'm not asking you to say you're sorry.
Yeah.
Just have a little think.
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, that's what it's there for. Yeah. Right, what idea have you got with you?
I haven't actually got anything because I lost
Haven't you? Well, that's not a very good start, is it?
And I haven't got, no, because my wallet got stuck, it's in my bag and tape.
Right.
I've got a thing, actually I've got a form in the back that says the name on it.
That's it, right, dig that out then, please.
My college stuff.
You're aware of what happened down the road, aren't you? Down on the bypass down.
Yeah, they're my best mates.
Yeah?
I've got that says the name. That's all over my college, it's my college over.
And who's the car registered to? Me. It's registered to you, Darren, is it? How long you had your driving licence?
8 months now.
Oh, right, so you're a pretty tasty driver after 8 months? Not? Yeah? 8 months behind the wheel is nothing.
Yeah, I know, still learning.
Hey? You're still learning. It's one thing saying it, Darren, it's another thing altogether doing it.
In fact, the latest government figures show 1 in 5 newly qualified drivers crash within the first year.
You've been at the funeral today and you're driving like that. What's that about? What's going through your head?
Being an idiot.
Yeah, but what's going through your head when you're driving like that? Tell me.
I don't know, a lot of things just going through my head.
Like what?
Losing too many people and then shouldn't be driving how I should be.
Well, exactly. Well, you obviously weren't thinking of that at the time, were you? How it stands, I'm sure you're well aware, within your first 2 years, if you accrue more than 6 points, you'll lose your licence, won't you? Yeah. These people in here, how many of them are wearing their belts?
3-2, go ahead.
Mate boy in here wearing his belt?
I don't know if he was.
Yeah? What's going to happen to him?
Straight through the petrol into the back of me.
Straight into the back of your head? Yeah. I know you think I'm just laying it on.
No, just saying.
This is what we do for a living. We go and pick up the pieces after a crash like that.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be having to tell you. Yeah, if you've just been to a funeral with...
Well, I was in the car behind the lot that... Well, not right behind, obviously.
Why am I having to have this conversation with you?
No, I shouldn't be an idiot.
How many times are you going to have to have your mates killed? Or how many times are you going to have to be stopped before you get the message? Is it going to be when you go into the tree?
No, I've already had a crash.
Have you?
I had a 30-ton lorry smash, so...
It comes as no surprise, I tell you.
With Charlie's stern rollicking still ringing in his ears and his paperwork okay, he's let on his way.
Right, that's yours, right, disappear. We've got somewhere else to be. All right. Idiots. Absolute idiots. Turns out he's only just today been to the funeral of 3 mates who've died. Fatal accident that happened a couple of days ago. He says he's lost 3 mates, and yet it doesn't affect the standard of his driving at all. You know, he still drives like a complete idiot. You wonder what's got to happen for him to change his ways, or for the message to get through. You just give up with some people. Ridiculous.
It's just after 1 in Aylesbury. Chris and Simon are parked up looking for a biker that's been tearing up and down the road.
There he is.
When Simon spots it go right past him.
Oh, good, that's ideal, mate. That's ideal if he's pulled in. We'll grab him. Hello, mate. How you doing? Is this your old bike, is it?
Pardon?
Is this your old bike, is it?
I've acquired it.
Have you? Where'd you get it from?
I bought it off somebody.
Right, OK. We've seen you whizzing up and down the road a couple of times, a little bit over the speed limit, perhaps. Just testing it out, will you? Right, OK. Got some identification with you at all?
I ain't got nothing on me, mate.
Right, stick it on your stand. Just step off for us. Have you insured it and everything?
Well, I've only just taken it out today. It's the first time, because it ain't like it's going to rain.
So does that mean no then, does it?
I don't even know if it's like... I bought it like cheap.
Right, OK. What's your full name, please, my friend?
Russell.
You got a middle name, Russell?
Yeah.
OK. Now, have you got a bike licence, have you?
No, I ain't, I'll be honest.
You haven't? Right.
I'm lying. I'm going to lie to you.
OK. Have you got any type of licence?
Yeah, I've got a provisional.
You have, right.
I was like going to apply for my bike licence. But you see, this is a bit battered.
So I doubt it's got a lot then. I take it's got no tax either.
No, it ain't.
All right. No tax, no insurance, and you've only got a provisional licence, yeah? Has he got an MOT?
Yeah, should have.
Right, have you got that with you?
I ain't got nothing with me.
No, okay.
It's not just the string of motoring offences that's got Chris concerned.
Listen, I am going to search you because you've got a pale pallor, okay, you've got very small pupils, which I associate you may have had some drug use, okay? I'm explaining to you why I'm going to search. I'm going to search you under Section 23, Misuse of Drugs Act. I'll give you an opportunity now. If you've got anything on you shouldn't have,
I haven't,
to let me have it up now.
Search bag.
Okay, no, I'll do you first. You take your hands out, I'll do the searching. Thank you.
I've got Viagra in this pocket.
Have you? You hoping to get lucky, then?
You know that. Oh, more Viagra. I was meant to get very lucky.
While the lad's libido may be shrinking, his charges are about to increase in size.
Right, you can't have them, my friend, okay? You're under arrest, possession of an offensive weapon.
What? Stuffed down his back, Chris finds some martial art nunchucks which are banned on the street.
You don't have to say anything, but it may hardly affect you. Do not mention or in question something which you later will court. Anything you do say maybe get evidence. If you've got anything else on you shouldn't have.
Nothing, you just searched me.
Okay, put your hands out in front of you. You're also under arrest.
Found him.
Right,
Down the road.
okay, you're also under arrest for the driving offences, all right?
Yeah.
The reason for the arrest is to allow a prompt and effective investigation of this offence and to obtain evidence by way of questioning.
Back at the nick, the Kung Fu fanatics processed while Chris examines the nunchucks.
That's what's in his back pocket. I'll obviously do someone a bit of damage with them, particularly if you know how to do the old Jew ninja thing, which I don't.
Russell had no drugs on him, but he was found guilty at court for having no insurance, no licence and possessing an offensive weapon. He was given 80 hours community service, docked 6 points on his licence and slapped with a £300 fine. When it comes to stopping high-powered motors, it's souped-up bikes that can create real problems.
Yeah, we've got a motorcycle who's clocked us doing excess speed, 120, it's famous stop over.
On the M1 by Milton Keynes, two of the proactive team, Charlie Etheridge and Chris Ruff, have spotted a biker spanking it down the motorway.
Motorcycle now 130.
Incredibly, the bloke's doing 60 miles an hour over the national speed limit.
Registration number...
Even with the blue lights on and the siren at full blast, the biker hasn't got a clue they're there.
Yeah, vehicle lane 3, accelerating away from us. 90 miles an hour now, held in traffic. Now 110, so yeah, affirmative. Road conditions are dry. Got a pursuit management trained officer still travelling southbound, 135 miles an hour. So now coming up behind slower moving traffic, speed 90 miles per hour.
Finally, the biker spots the officers and signals that he'll pull over. But shockingly, the leathered-up loser's still clocking nearly a ton when he lets go of the handlebars.
He's now spotted us and complying. Now onto the hard shoulder.
For this reckless riding, the court slapped the biker with a £1,000 fine and banned him for 12 months. Aylesbury, and Ruffy and Charlie's ANPR camera has picked out another motorist without insurance.
Chilly out here today. Hello sir, how are you, alright? Just come to the side of the road for us. Save yourself getting run over. How long have you owned this vehicle?
This vehicle, I've had it for about 2 weeks.
What's your name please sir? You've been stopped in it before?
Yeah, I have.
The lad reckons he's covered on his brother's motor trade insurance to drive any car.
You're covered by TradeX, are you? On your own personal policy?
No, I'm just with my brother.
All right. We've got some contacts in TradeX, so we'll just phone up and just double check everything's in order.
A quick call to TradeX reveals the lad's selling porkies.
He's saying he's running on his brother's traders and policy.
No, he's not a driver on it.
He's a little rascal, isn't he?
He's a cheeky little beggar, isn't he?
He is a cheeky little beggar. He'll be walking home, though.
That's all we need to know. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
He's absolutely not insured, so Ruffy gives him the bad news.
The only person that's covered to drive any vehicle under their policy is your brother.
It says on the thing, yeah, if I go with permission, I'm going to have to drive.
So you're saying that it's under your brother's name, but
Yeah.
it allows anybody permission to drive the vehicle?
Yeah, as long as I've got his permission.
Right, OK, I'll double check.
With Milado adamant he's insured under his brother's policy, Ruffy decides to give him the benefit of the doubt and call TradeX again.
Thanks for calling TradeX. How can I help you?
Hello there, it's the old Bill again.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Same old bill as earlier.
Oh, yeah, you can't get rid of us like a bad smell. The question we've got for you, he says that in the small print it says that anybody can drive with his brother's permission.
We don't actually offer any driver policy, okay? That's not something we can do.
Right. So that, in your basic terms, means that he should have with him and should be going out for demonstration drive in the vehicle, not going to...
Was he on his own?
Yeah.
With the lad not named on the policy and TradeX not offering any driver insurance, he's got a bit of explaining to do.
Right, that's bottomed out that one then. You're not on a demonstration drive at the moment, are you?
Huh?
You're on a demonstration drive at the moment.
Test drive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're testing it?
Yeah, on my buy off him. He's done high mileage and that.
All right.
I was thinking.
You're thinking about buying it off him. Where's your brother? He's not in the boot, is he?
Huh?
Is your brother in the boot?
Yeah, he's on the boot.
No, where's your brother then?
No, he's waiting for me now.
Oh, is he? So he's not here then at the moment? No, because the policy states that if you're test driving it, you have to have your brother with you, so you're not insured.
Yeah, I'm test driving it, but my brother, he's waiting for me.
Yeah.
My brother's waiting for me, obviously.
So, but he's not in the car though, is he? So unfortunately you need to get your brother to come and pick you up because your vehicle's getting seized. Just jump out the car for us. This is the paperwork for the seizure of your vehicle.
Yeah, but you know this one, that's my brother's trading policy, yeah?
Yeah.
But I've got my own private one.
Yeah, but we've given you a chance to explain, haven't we?
Yeah,
and you've said it's a
if you can
TradeX.
produce, I'll produce my documents. Simple.
Well, your brother's coming to collect it.
7 days.
Well, anyway, the vehicle's getting seized because you can't prove to me now that you've got insurance for the vehicle, okay? And that's basically what the legislation is.
What did the producer mean? You got 7 days to produce your documents.
Yeah, but we don't give producers out anymore. We do with people at the roadside. And what's going to happen as well, with regards to your driving, because you've got 6 points on your licence and we think you're driving without any insurance.
I've got insurance.
Okay, well, I'm telling you that you're going to be reported for the offence of driving without any insurance, okay?
I'm going to get banned again.
Well, it depends. If you've got insurance, then you're not going to get banned, are you? If you haven't got any insurance, you'll get 6 points and you'll get banned.
Yeah, insurance is 3 points.
No, 6 points for insurance. But you're saying you've got insurance, so there's no need to worry, is there?
Exactly.
Eh?
I've got insurance.
Have you? Just not your brother's trader's policy?
Huh?
Just not your brother's trader's policy?
No, I've got my own insurance.
It's all right then, isn't it? So, all right, your brother said he'd meet you at the top of the slip road, so feel free to walk up there.
Unsurprisingly, didn't have any insurance. What he did have was 6 points already on his licence, and when he went to court, he was banned from driving for a year.